Greetings, everybody. How in the world wide are you? This is the life teacher, Antonio J. Watkins, with the PE session for today, personal empowerment session. So let's work out for a moment. So today's session is really going to be a question to ask yourself. Are you your social media? There are tons of social media platforms out today. They're used every single day, all day, from individuals of all ages, from small kids use social media to middle-aged individuals to even elders now use social media for various forms. And it's good for communication. It's good to connect. It is good to reconnect. It is good from a family standpoint, from a friend standpoint, from a high school standpoint, those you went to school with, those you work with. It is good for a business perspective to be able to advertise and to promote yourself, your business, to generate leads, any of that arena. It's also a good way for uplifting. It is a good way to share and spread encouragement and to receive encouragement on a daily basis. So there's a lot of good to go along with social media. Sometimes it's played out to be more than what it is, but nonetheless, we always want to look at the good, some of the pluses. So what are some of the minuses to social media? Pretty simple. Sometimes social media is not the most credible source. You can get something from social media and think it is the truth. It is the ultimate amount of information, of knowledge, of wisdom, only to be mistaken to find out what you got was not true. It wasn't so accurate at all. So with social media, I want to focus more on the negative to make sure you ask yourself, are you your social media? Social media is a way to not really live in the real world. Social media is literally almost a world in itself. So, from the standpoint of relationships, there's a way you can project a relationship on social media, but that's really not how your relationship is. That is a relationship with somebody else, your relationship with God. That can be your relationship with yourself. On social media, you can paint this picture and have this depiction of something that is so great and so wonderful, but that's not really what your life represents. So ask yourself that question when you post about relationships, whether it's a picture or a writing or something in vocal format. Ask yourself, are you being truthful with it? Okay? From a status perspective, social media has a way where you can make yourself be a king or kingpin of life. You can post a picture to where you can be seen as something that you're really not. Not to say you don't have goals and you don't have a vision because you want to be able to see yourself there before you get there, but there are some who use it to really make themselves be something they're not. And that comes from a lack of confidence. That comes from a lack of self-esteem, of a lack of self-belief, a lack of drive, a lack of knowing what you could be. And so you put out this image on social media as if you're something you're not, but that's really not you. A lie will always crumble. A false image will never stand forever. So why do that to yourself? You're damaging you trying to make somebody else think you're something you're not or you're something you're not becoming. Because whatever you're going to be, it does take a process. You will not look like it at times, but it doesn't mean that has to be your sole status on social media is that you're something you're really not. So the confidence perspective, which ties with that, you could be seen as so confident on social media, but if someone were to meet you in real life, they wouldn't see that real person. So all the inspiration you do on social media is good as long as you can back it up. As long as I can see you in the street and you're that same encouraging person, as long as I can see you in the store and you still have that same positive attitude. So it's very easy to put it out there, but to not be it. And that's what you don't want to be. Cockiness and boldness. There are so many bold people on social media right now. And in times such as these, especially when you have this big political ordeal going on, you got presidential election going on, there are people who are speaking out on Facebook that really would not do it if it was in person. There are a lot of Billy Bad Apples, so to speak, on social media because they can hide behind the camera, they can hide behind the tablet or the iPad, they can hide behind that monitor. But in real life, so to speak, they're not that person. So why would you want that to be you? Because you feel you have that platform. Social media give people that platform where they feel like they can be anything they want to be, but they're nothing that they really are. Think about that. Social media allows people to think they can be anything they want to be, but they are nothing that they really are. So do you really want that to be you? Do you want to be somebody who really looks like a fool on social media because you put out so much positivity, you put out so much boldness, but in real life, you already know you get your behind handed to you? Whether it's from a altercation standpoint, even from a verbal standpoint, somebody could just eat your lunch if they wanted to. So be careful when you're putting it out there on social media. Here's something to know about social media. Social media will either create or enhance a liar. Social media will either create or enhance a liar. So ask yourself when it comes to your social media and it comes to your real life. Is the life you living one of a social media fluke, or is the life you're living one that is truly genuine? Do you represent your daily life as you do on social media? Again, social media is a platform to allow people to be so much more. There's so many scholars on Facebook, it doesn't make any sense. But do you withhold that consistently? Are you so wise on Facebook or whatever form you're on that when people see you and speak with you personally, do you carry that same intelligence? Are you the same bold person? Will you say what you have to say to somebody's face that you would on social media if it were to come to that? Are you that person? So think about that when you are posted on social media and you want people to get something from you, get this image from you. Is that the real you? Whatever is false will always fade. So make sure you're genuine. Make sure you are true. Are you your social media? Continue to have a phenomenal day. Talk to you later.